a job? I don't really see anything bad about repeating recipes if they're healthy and if her little girl likes them.
But it's so boring. You can tell that she has no idea what she's doing in the kitchen.
Mom, don't you think you might be acting a little harshly towards Tiffany? I mean, maybe just ease up on her a little and let her live her own life? If you're really so upset about her cooking, why don't you offer to cook for everyone then?
I do cook now and then, thank you very much. And just why do you always take Tiffany's side over mine, huh? You have no idea how hard it is for me living with those two. How can you just throw your own mother under the bus like this, huh?
I'm not trying to take sides or throw anyone under the bus, Mom. I'm just saying that maybe you're being a bit subjective with all this and most of it is probably actually fine. Why do you always have to turn things into a competition between you and someone else?
You really are a useless daughter, you know that? I really thought you would be more understanding of what I'm going through.
I don't get it, Mom. If living there is really so difficult for you, then why don't you just move out? After all, you're always complaining about living with them to me. Why don't you quit whining and do something about it?
I am not whining, thank you very much. Besides, you know how lonely I've been ever since your father passed away. And besides, John was the one who agreed to let me live with him. Also, I figured that it would be cheaper than having to go find a place to pay rent. Not to mention the fact that I really like John's place.
Well, if you're getting all that out of living there, then maybe you could be a bit more grateful to them for letting you stay. And if things are really as bad as you say living there, then maybe it's time that you moved out.
Well, it's not like I hate living with John and Tiffany. I just thought you should know about how much patience I have living here, and I'm going through things too.
Well, yes, when you share a house with other people, it can be difficult at times. Families fight all the time when they're sharing a space like that, but it's about being able to work through those tough times.
But I'm telling you that I really do have it really hard.
I'm very sure that you feel that way. Anyways, I have to get Wednesday ready for a doctor's appointment, so I have to go right now.
But I'm not done saying all I want to say to you yet.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have an appointment and I can't be late. I'll text you later when I have more time.
1 week later.
Hey, Tiffany, I was just wondering if you had a quick moment to chat. Also, I'm really sorry if I'm bugging you at work right now. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Oh, Laurel, how's it going? I actually don't have any work today, so I can chat. What's up?
Ah, good. I was worried I would be holding you up or something. I just wanted to say I'm really happy you could make it over yesterday to meet Wednesday for the first time.
Aw, thank you. I'm so sorry that it took me this long to finally be able to do so.
Oh, you really don't have to worry about that at all. I've also been so busy ever since I had her. I'm just happy that our schedules happened to line up and that we could make it work out.
Yes, it was so nice getting to see you yesterday.
But I just wanted to ask you a little question. What was up with that gift that you brought over?
Oh no, was it not enough? I was really worried about it.
No, it's nothing like that. I was just, well, I was wondering if there wasn't some kind of mistake or something?
What do you mean by that?
Well, you gave me some raffle tickets inside of the card that you brought over today.
Raffle tickets?
Yeah, I just never heard of anyone getting a gift like that after having a kid. Is it supposed to be like a good luck charm kind of thing? I just had never heard of it before and wanted to ask you about it.
But I didn't put raffle tickets in there. I went to the bank and took out $500 that I put in there.
Wait, you were gonna give me a check? I'm sorry, I'm really confused right now.
No, I was meant to give you the cash and that's it. I was going to give you money to help you buy all that baby stuff.
Well, you know that shopping area around where you guys live, right? I got 5 raffle tickets from around there instead, so I guess I was just a little confused.
Oh no. Well, I don't know what happened, but I'll come over with the check right away.
Hold on, don't go and do that. If you already took out the money to give me, then you shouldn't have to take out another $500. I couldn't make you do that.
Well, I really appreciate the thought, but more than anything, I just want to know what happened.
It's strange, but I'm not upset about it. Who knows, I might win something big with one of those tickets. You never know. I'm more worried about what would have happened between you taking the money out and giving me the card.
I know that I went to the bank, then I stopped by the store to get the card and sign it. After that, I put the money in the card and left it on the kitchen table so I wouldn't forget it when I went to your house yesterday. But I never even bought raffle tickets, so I am just stumped.
You left the card and the money on the kitchen table? Tell me, did my mom happen to be home at the time?
She was, actually. Or at least I'm pretty sure that she was. Although I think that she left the house before I did to go run some errands or something like that.
Do you think it's possible that my mom might have something to do with this?
You really don't think that your own mom would have done something like that, do you?
Do you really think that she wouldn't? I'm sorry, I realize that I'm putting you in an awkward spot right now, but lately I've just gotten the sense that my mom has been really harsh on you. I guess I'm just kind of nervous about how things are going with you all living with each other. I mean, do you think my mom is annoying? I'm sure she's always saying mean things to you, right?
Well, I think that she just wants to encourage me to do better than I already am.
So she is always saying things to you then. Ugh, Tiffany, I'm so sorry that you have to deal with that.
There's really no need to apologize at all.
No, I mean it. John and I should have noticed this from our mom sooner.
Well, it's not all her. I really could be doing better around the house. I just really want your mom to like me.
Tiffany, you really are a sweet woman, and you're already doing more than anyone should for their mother-in-law. But I don't think that you have to be so modest. You have a right to be comfortable in your own house too, you know? I'll talk to my mom about this and try to set her straight.
I'm really sorry you even have to do that, Laurel.
You don't have anything to be sorry for. It's my mom who should be apologizing. Anyways, I just hope that you can hold on a little longer. I'll talk with John about this too. Maybe you two can come over to my house sometime soon and we can all talk about this in person.
A few days later.
Mom, I think that we need to have a little talk.
Oh, well, what would you like to talk about, Laurel?
It's about Tiffany, actually. You were right. She really just has no sense about her.
You mean that you finally get it? Ah, I told you, didn't I? I told you that girl has no idea what she's doing in life at all. She's a total ditz. But why this sudden change? Oh, did she do something to make you finally realize I've been right this whole time?
Well, she came over to give me a gift after having given birth, only there wasn't any money inside the card she gave me.
Oh, you're kidding me! What kind of person gives a gift at a time like that isn't even money? She just wants to keep all her money for herself and skimp out on gifts for her family.
It really is a shame. Don't tell me that this means she's been doing this to other people as well.
I am telling you, that girl just has no sense about her at all. That's why I'll never truly accept her as my daughter-in-law. She just refuses to change the things that I tell her. She's just not good enough for my son.
Do you think maybe the two of them should get a divorce or something like that?
You know, I was actually having the exact same thought earlier this week. I mean, what kind of person gives raffle tickets as a gift after having a child? That girl needs to learn a thing or two about the real world, or else no one is ever going to want anything to do with her. I think she just did that to you because she's just jealous that your baby is cuter than hers.
Mom, I never once mentioned anything about any raffle tickets.
Wait, what?
I knew it! I knew that you were the one who switched out the money for the raffle tickets!
Hold on. Did you really not say anything about tickets at all? Well then, I guess I must have just come up with that one on my own. Oops.
It's too late to try to cover your tracks now, Mom. And I was lying about not liking Tiffany. I was just trying to see if I could get you to come clean about this to me. But now I see that you are doing all of this to her to try to turn people against her.
I have no idea what you're talking about at all, Laurel.
I already said it's too late to try and play dumb, Mom. Well, you're gonna keep away from Tiffany and stop living with her and John.
What do you mean? Why should I have to stop living with the two of them?
How about because you're bullying Tiffany? You make her do all the housework while you just look for ways to criticize her. I really can't believe how cruel you've been to her this whole time.
I wasn't being cruel at all. I was just trying to give her some friendly advice as her mother-in-law.
And I'm sure that Tiffany would be kind enough to say the same thing, but I know that isn't true. Tiffany recorded some of her conversations with you, and I was just appalled at what I was hearing come out of your mouth. You were calling her all kinds of horrible names and putting her down like she was nothing.
Well, I don't see what's wrong with being honest and telling someone what I think about them.
Oh, really? Because I think you would only do that if you were sure you could get away with it.
But I really was just trying to make her into a better wife for John. Is that really so bad? Oh, I can't believe that you're really going to be taking her side over mine on this.
Well, I really feel like I just don't have any other choice in the matter at this point. I mean, who wouldn't take Tiffany's side in this when you're treating her like a maid? Tiffany and John are tired of living with you, and John wants nothing to do with you anymore. And I don't want you coming over to my house either.
Wait, John is going to stop talking to me?
Of course he is, after the way you've been treating his poor wife.
But I didn't even do anything wrong. This isn't fair.
You literally verbally abused Tiffany and treated her like a slave around the house. In fact, I really want to cut you out of my life too, but I have no idea what you might try to pull in the future.
Laurel, please, talk some sense into your brother. You can't really be okay with all of this, can you? Maybe you are right. Maybe I have been a little harsh on Tiffany.
It's way too late to make excuses or try and apologize now, Mom. You are more than happy to try and ruin Tiffany's reputation even among her own melee.
Well, then tell her that I'm sorry for everything. Surely that will fix the whole situation, won't it?
Just give it a rest already. Haven't you already done enough to the poor woman? This isn't something you can just wash away with a mere apology.
But I don't want to live by myself. Please. What are my neighbors going to say when they stop seeing John and Tiffany hanging around?
I suppose you'll just have to tell them the truth about what happened. Or not. I suppose I really can't know what it is you tell people to get them to believe what you wanted them to. Just don't expect any of us to come and help you if you need it.
Laurel, I really am so sorry about all of this. I'll give back the money if that's what you want. I'll apologize to Tiffany and everything. Please, she has to forgive me for this. I never wanted this to happen.
You know, Tiffany is kind enough that if you apologize, she probably would forgive you. That's why she asked me to deal with you in her place.
But my back has been hurting me so much lately. How am I supposed to take care of the house all by myself?
Your back has been hurting? That's not what I hear from John and Tiffany, who see you going out into the town and coming home with heavy shopping bags all the time. But if it's really getting that bad, maybe it's time you put yourself in a home.
I promise never to do anything mean to Tiffany ever again. I swear it.
I think there's one with a vacancy sign somewhere downtown, right?
Please, you can't just cut me off like this. I'm your mother. You can't just leave me to grow old all by myself. I really am sorry about this.
Poor Tiffany has been putting up with your nonsense ever since they moved in with you. She did everything that you asked of her and more, and you never once had a kind word to say about her. Well, now they realize that you need them more than they need you. This is what you get for taking advantage of people's kindness like that. After that, John and Tiffany packed their bags and moved out from my mom's place. Tiffany told me it was like a heavy weight had been lifted from her shoulders and that she felt like she was finally able to breathe again. My mom, on the other hand, acted like a big baby and howled as if the world was ending around her while they left. She began calling me, sobbing at me over the phone every single day. It started taking up so much of my time that I finally told my mom that I would be blocking her number if she didn't limit her calls to real emergencies. The calls became much less frequent after that. I heard through the grapevine that after John and Tiffany moved out, that Mom had become a bit of a recluse and has even stopped going out on her famous shopping sprees. Although I imagine that her neighbors must be grateful that she stopped wandering around the streets looking for anyone who she can brag about her grandchild, and herself, too.
Hey Mark, where the heck are you right now?
Hello, Derek. I'm just taking my lunch break outside the office right now, actually.
Oh, well, good for you. But you do know that there is still plenty of work that needs to be done, don't you? But the new hire is taking break as if there isn't a care in the world. Good for you!
I'm really sorry. Is there a problem with me doing this?
Yeah, it's not just you, it's the whole dang world. Nobody has any common sense these days. Oh, by the way, that reminds me, you're married, right?
Well, I have a fiancé who I'm marrying soon, but I'm not quite married yet. Why do you ask?
I bet she's a real looker too, isn't she? You must have such a happy little family. But just how do you expect to be able to take care of him when there's still so much work to do?
I suppose the only answer I can give you is that I'll work even harder than I am now, huh?
There we go, that's the spirit, now you're getting it. So anyways, you're going to be working overtime tonight.
Wait, what?
Well, you just said that you wanted to work even harder than you are now, so I'm just giving you what you asked for.
Yeah, I understand that, but I'm already working on a project right now, so I really don't think I need more work on top of that.
You just said that you were gonna work even harder than you are right now, didn't you? Well, if that's the case, then you need to take on a second project and work.
I guess I see the point that you're making. But the only thing is that I was given this assignment by the head of our department, so I think he would really prefer if I focus on this for the time being.
Oh, really? You got your work straight from the boss? Well, don't worry, I'll go to him and tell him that you're done with whatever it was he assigned you. Just send me the files and I'll present them to him and you can get started on your next assignment.
Derek, please wait a minute. I really do have my hands full with what I'm working on right now, and I don't think it's in any shape to be turned in as of now.
So you're just gonna go against the direct order from your superior? I guess I'll have to make sure everyone knows about this in time for your next performance review. And when that happens, well, I just can't imagine you having a very long future here with us.
No, it isn't anything like that. I'm not trying to disobey you or anything. It's just that this project isn't really ready to be handed in, so I can't give it to you right now. Besides, I thought that we already talked about this earlier, right? I asked you to please not give me any overtime if possible. I promise that as soon as I'm finished with what I'm doing, though, I can assist you with whatever it is that you need.
Oh, please, don't be such a baby. Everyone has to work a little overtime now and then. Just shut up and do as I say, got it? I have a date. I'm not gonna be late because of you.
You wouldn't happen to be going out with that girl you ran into while going into that store you're always talking about, right?
That's right. I guess news really does travel fast around here. Don't tell me that you're jealous or anything.
Sorry, Derek, but aren't you married? Do you think your wife will be mad about you doing this?
It's not really a date. Jeez, we're just grabbing some food is all. Why don't you mind your own business and never mention my wife again, huh? Honestly, just who do you think you're talking to your superior like this?
Well, the only thing is that I heard the place where she worked is kind of expensive.
What's expensive? What are you talking about?
I just mean that I haven't really heard good things about the store's reputation. Yeah, at least from other colleagues I've heard mention it.
So, because you don't like a shop, all the employees there must be bad, is what you're saying. You don't even know this girl. She is really nice, and I won't sit here and watch you slander her.
I know that she probably is nice while she's at work, but do you think it's possible that she's just doing that because it's her job?
Don't go mixing up this girl with all the other hussies that work at that place. She moved here from the country and isn't tainted like the other women here. I'm just teaching her a few things about life in the big city is all.
I see. Well, I know we keep on calling it a shop, but just to be clear, we are talking about a bar, aren't we?
If you know what we're talking about, there's no need to spell it out. Besides, you're married, but I'm sure that you must like to go out and have a little fun too. Don't worry, you can tell me. We're both married men here.
I understand what you're saying, but my wife is more than enough for me. Thank you very much.
Oh, well, aren't you a little Boy Scout? But we'll see how long you can put up with that little act of yours. Maybe I should invite this girl over to the office one day and tell her to show you a good time. That might finally get the stick out of your butt.
You really don't need to do anything like that, Derek.
Man, you really are no fun, do you know that? Has anyone ever told you that you're actually a bummer to be around? I bet when you were a kid in school, you were always a quiet kid in the corner with no one to play with, weren't you?
Derek, I'm really sorry, but can I please just eat my lunch and enjoy the rest of my break before it's over?
Alright, fine, but I'll leave all the work I want you to do on your desk and I'll come around tomorrow to pick it all up.
So, you want me to get whatever it is that you have for me done by today?
Well, duh! I need all this work ready to be sent out by tomorrow, so just get it done. I'm sure a nerd like you will have no problem in doing it.
But I already told you that I have other work I need to do.
Listen, Mark. You've been going home at the same time every day since you started working here, right? All that tells me is that you really aren't giving your all to the company. A real dedicated employee would be doing much more overtime.
I'm sorry, Derek, but do you even know what it is that I'm working on right now?
There you go, back talking me again. Listen, I'm your superior, and I'm giving you an order. If you want to get ahead in this company, you need to learn to take order and keep your trap shut. I wanted your opinion, I'd ask for it. You've seriously got some nerve, you know that, Mark.
What is it this time, Derek?
I mean that I was just called into our department head's office, and thanks to you, I wasn't able to go home in time.
What happened when you went to talk to your boss?
He wanted to talk to me about the work that I gave you to do. He was mad because you didn't make it the way that I normally do.
Well, I'm sorry that we have different styles, but I only did what you asked of me.
Well, that's because it should have been obvious that I wanted you to make it the way that I would have. Now my boss is suspicious of me.
I guess I don't know what else to say, but I'm sorry.
Which reminds me, I see that you're scheduled to take tomorrow off, is that right?
That's right, I put in the time off request a while ago, too.
And just what is so important that you have to miss work, huh?
Well, my wife and I were going to go to the courthouse to have our civil service performed and become legally married.
And that's the big reason you can't come in tomorrow. Are you kidding me?
I already cleared it with your boss, and he said it was fine if I did.
You do know that unlike you, I actually care about this job and work hard at it, right? But you just think you can take time off for whatever you want, no matter how small, huh? Cancel your time off and come into work tomorrow, got it?
But I've already made sure to complete everything that I would have had to get done tomorrow today. Besides, I've already had this time off cleared with the department head.
Don't you remember telling me that you wanted to work even harder for the company?
Of course I remember saying that, and I meant it.
Well then stop talking the talk and start walking the walk. You already screwed up big time with the work that I gave you before. I bet your wife isn't even all that great. She's probably ugly, huh? Why'd you send me a picture of her? Surely you must have a bunch on your phone, unless she's so ugly that you haven't even got one.
Derek, I am not going to send you a picture of my wife. Furthermore, I don't care what you have to say about me, but please do not bring my wife into this.
There you go, thinking that you can talk to me like that. You're my underling, and that basically means your wife is too. So I can talk about your wife in whatever way I please. And just what is she gonna do about it anyways? It's not like she's gonna be mad at me for things I say to you.
I didn't ever say that she would be upset with you. I just don't understand why you feel the need to talk so rudely about people's spouses.
Well, you're at least gonna invite me to the wedding, right? I really want to see the kind of woman you're making such a big fuss over.
Well, we were only inviting family to the wedding, so...
You mean you're not gonna invite me? I'm your boss. I'll prepare a speech for you and everything. And there'll be a chance for everyone to learn a little bit more about the work that you do.
Derek, I'm getting a call from a client. I'm gonna go now.
You little baby. I know that you're just trying to run away right now.
It isn't that at all, I promise you that.
And just who is this client that wants to talk to you, huh?
It's the V Corporation. Feel free to look into the file we have on them if you want.
You think I have time to do something stupid like that? Whatever, just know that after you come back from your one-day honeymoon, I'm gonna make sure that you know the real meaning of work.
Derek, would you mind telling me where you are right now?
I'm in the office cafeteria, what do you want?
Well, I noticed that my lunchbox was missing from the fridge. I asked around the office and people say they saw you carrying it with you, so I just wanted to ask if you took my lunch.
Your lunchbox wouldn't happen to be red and black with a handle on top, would it?
So you do have my lunchbox. I was afraid of this. Can you please return it to me?
Huh? Did your wife pack your lunch or something? Is that why you want it back?
Well, yes actually, but also it's my lunch.
Well, I'm afraid that you're too late. I've already eaten it all.
So you really just took someone else's lunch out of the fridge and ate it knowing that it wasn't yours? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just kidding. I didn't actually eat the food. I threw it all in the trash instead. It looks so nasty that you should be thanking me for saving you from it. I guess the married life must be going really well, huh?
You didn't even eat the food? You just threw away someone else's lunch?
I already told you that you ought to be grateful to me for what I did. Eating a lunch like that might have landed you in the hospital. You really need to tell your wife to take a cooking class or two.
Derek, do you even realize what you've done? You're through now.
What are you talking about, huh? How am I, though? Because I make fun of your wife now and then? It's not my fault if you and your wife are equally useless at your jobs. All I'm saying is that your wife needs to learn how to cook.
I would just like to know how any of that is your business. I never had any problem with any of my lunches before. So what about any of this is your problem?
Here you go again, trying to start fighting with me. Is this really how you think you can get ahead in this company?
Derek, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really don't like you, and I really don't think that I can cover for you anymore.
You cover for me? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke?
I don't care whose lunch it is. You can't just take it out of the fridge and throw it away. You need to take responsibility for your actions, which have been way out of line with how any rational person would act.
How dare you tell me what I should be doing with my life?
Would you mind coming to the meeting room on the second floor once you've finished with whoever's lunch you're eating, Derek?
Why should I do that? I don't remember having any meetings scheduled.
You're right, this is an emergency meeting, so please go to the room as soon as you finish your lunch. We need to have a little talk about how you've been treating the staff here at the office.
Mark, I really would like to take this chance to express how very, very sorry I am for all that I've said and done.
Wow, this is quite a strange message to be getting from you.
Well, it's just, I had no idea that you were the grandson of the CEO of our company. But that means that you're also next in line to take over the company. I also hear that you were working for V Corp before you came here.
That's right, I've worked at a lot of places to gain as much experience as I could.
And is it really true that your wife is the daughter of the current CEO over there? Because I had no idea about that either. So again, I really am so sorry for all that I said to you.
I'm curious though, is the only reason you're apologizing to me because you found out who my grandfather is?
Well, I'm just trying to take accountability for my actions like you told me to.
Oh really? Because just a few hours ago it seems like you had no intention of giving me any sort of apology.
Yes, of course, but I've just been thinking a lot since our time in the meeting room. And I realize how much hurt I've caused, and I just want to say that it won't happen again. So please, can you find it in your heart to not fire me?
You remember what else we talked about in the meeting room, right? Like about how you chased off several promising employees with your behavior? 8 people in the last 3 years have all quit because of you. This is really unheard of.
But surely I'm not the only reason why they wanted to quit working here, right?
When we gave them a survey before they left, they all blamed the abusive management. They had nothing else bad to say about working here except for you constantly trying to slow off your own work onto them and hurling abuse. They all finally got fed up with your attitude and walked away. Even I've gone through something similar now.
But I already said that I'm really sorry.
I don't remember ever asking you for an apology, Derek. I only asked you to acknowledge the damage that you caused to these people's careers. They were all brilliant employees with impeccable resumes, who realized that working here wasn't worth having to deal with you. Which means that you've single-handedly caused a great deal of trouble for this company. Why would you think that it's okay to treat employees that way?
They all seemed like they knew what they were doing more than I did.
And so that's why you tried to chase them off? You really are pathetic.
Please, I'm sorry. I don't know what else I can say, but I'm so sorry.
It isn't all of your subordinates who talk poorly about you, though. A lot of the new hires said that they were grateful to have you showing them the ropes, and even some of your own supervisors have given you high marks.
See? I knew that wasn't all bad. I really am a good worker.
But the fact is that you still drove away promising talent, and you need to face punishment for that. Lucky for you, however, the business doesn't take firing people too lightly. If you can promise to stop harassing other employees and do your own work, then you might not be fired.
You mean it? You mean that I still have my job?
But you should know that I also have my wife here, and she says that I shouldn't let you off the hook so easily.
Well, I don't really see why your wife should have any say in how we should conduct our business.
Really? Even though she's so tightly connected with our clientele in the V group?
No, I mean, yes. I mean, can you please just tell her that I'm sorry?
And are you sorry for chasing off the other employees? Are you going to apologize to all 8 of them as well?
Well, I don't even know where I would find them.
But you need to clear your name, don't you? At the very least, you need to apologize to my wife.
Well then, I do sincerely apologize to her. Just please don't fire me. I promise to give my all to the company from now on. And I'll never say another mean word to anyone as long as I'm here.
I see. Unfortunately for you, I'm afraid that the decision is out of my hand already. And your apology won't affect the company's decision to fire you.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
I mean that by insulting my wife, you've upset the CEO of one of our most important business partners. You might not know this, but the CEO of V is a very strict man who loves his daughter very much.
But I said I was sorry. This isn't fair. Please, you have to say something to help me, Mark. I promise to never do anything like that ever again.
In that case, I hope that you hold on that attitude at your next job, because management here has decided that you're too big of a liability. Not to mention that you have insulted my wife. Have a nice life, Derek. A few weeks after that, the paperwork was processed and Derek was officially let go of our company. And since the process was done according to the books, he had no room for resource. Afterwards, I was tasked with tracking down and reaching out to the staff that Derek had chased off. I expressed apology on behalf of the company and I informed them that Derek had been let go. We offered them a generous employment package if they agreed to come back and work for us. Some did, while others said they would never set another foot in our offices. I heard that a few weeks after Derek was fired, his wife divorced him. Apparently, it wasn't the losing job that did it. Instead, she found out about the woman that Derek was seeing on the side, and that was the last straw for her. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.